Hey guys, it's Joette with BalloonCoach.com, and today, as we record, it is March 1st, 2023. We are ready to move forward in March, hop into new spring sales, and I am delighted that today we have an awesome guest speaker, Jenny Porter from Three Sparrows Balloon Studio in Canada. She is one of my balloon photo stylists for Balloon Boss Summit. Yep, you heard it right. She is a balloon photo stylist for Balloon Boss Summit because she has an awesome eye for detail. She loves capturing those Instagram moments where we're bringing joy to our clients. And so she helps do that at Balloon Boss Summit with Melissa Vincent as the other photo stylist. And it allows all of our people who come to Balloon Boss Summit in November in Orlando to leave with professional photography that looks amazing. But the other thing is Jenny has an awesome gift for design and liking to share her designs with other people. So she is going to be doing this lunch and learn today to show you this adorable Bunny Buddies box gift. It is a great solution for people who don't want to do stuffed balloons or just to have an alternative to it. And I also want you guys to remember, if you're one of those people who's like, well, I don't do a lot of stuff for Easter. Well, after you learn this design, that might change. But also this exact design can be replicated using other themes and other occasions throughout the season to be adorable. And so guys, if you ever want to know how to get onto our other lunch and learns, I encourage you to follow me at Balloon Boss Mastermind if you'd like to have ongoing training, Balloon Coach Community, or Balloon Business Startup on Facebook so that you can always stay in the loop of when our next training is. So without further ado, thank you, Jenny, for everything that you've set up today. Thank you for your cameraman that is in the back. And hey, Kristen. And guys, I'm going to let it over to you. And again, as you have questions as Jenny's going through things, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat and I will be your voice. Or if it's something that it doesn't make sense, you can go ahead and ask Jenny direct. So Jenny, without further ado, go for it.
Great. Hey everybody, so I'm Jenny Porter, and this is my workshop here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And I am I'm a three-time Balloon Boss instructor. This is my third year, and previous to that, I was a two-time attendee. So this will be my fifth year. Is that right? Has this been going for 5 years?
That sounds right.
That seems crazy.
I know I've been balloon coach for 8 years now. It's crazy. After 20 years in the industry, it all goes together so quick.
It's one of those things where you realize a conference is really great if you attend it every year. It's such a great conference. So today I figured, because some of you guys probably do not have a balloon stuffer, even though I do, sometimes it can be a little bit tedious. This is a great option for you to be able to do a gift for Easter, for birthday, for anything with a supersized head. So today I'm going to use the Qualitex microfoil, the brand new bunny head that they just came out with. We are going to use Qualitex pink and Qualitex white for the arms and legs. It's a super easy design, and you are going to be able to make this in no time and make lots of money doing something that's super easy. So first off, I'll show you the box. So the boxes that we are using are the ones I get them off Amazon. So they're just like I think they're 13 inches wide, 12 inches wide. But you can also get them on Bargain Balloons, which I found out, and they're $13 Canadian. So that's pretty cheap. It would be way cheaper for you guys because you're American, a lot of you. So let's I'll show you the box first.
I love how you always set up your studio so cute.
It's a lot of fun. It's more fun than like doing jobs. So these are the boxes when they are like put together. So what I find is that you fill your box first. We just put some like the crinkle paper type stuff in the bottom. And me and my boyfriend are on like a meal plan, so I didn't buy any chocolate, or else I would have filled it with like chocolate and bunnies. Instead, we made these really cute little balloon peeps, which I can link the video we watched to make them. I'm not a huge twister, but these were very, very easy. Take 2 balloons and like super, super uncomplicated. And then what we did is we put a piece of, let's see if I can get it closer. Let me just show you. We put a piece of like design cardstock at the back.
Okay.
Just stuck in so that it gives it that like ability just to only see what's in the box and not all the way through. It's just like a stopper of to make a better picture, make a better like I want to say vignette or like display. And then once that's done, you just close it off. I would suggest you tape the bottom because you don't want it to open and fall out. And then you can put a little bit of tape on the top. But I'm going to reuse this, so I'm not going to do that today. But it's super easy. So this alone is like gold. Like you could literally fill this with like little balloons. People do like the baby stackers and you fill those with balloons, but you could do it with Easter stuff too. Fill it with eggs. And then to make it more exciting, we built this like super cute bunny, which I'll make for you again. But this is just like a super easy option. How fast was that? How easy is that? Different than your doing the like stuffed balloons.
Yeah. The other thing I love is just that added detail of you putting that print on the back of it. It makes it look so much different.
Yeah, it stops the eye to just look inside of it. So we definitely I'll link everything when I send it onto your site tonight. I'll link the stuff that I used and where to find it.
Great.
Okay?
So what we're going to do is Jen's going to give us notes for everything. And then I will be putting it in all of my Facebook groups. And I'll also be putting it with the YouTube replay for Balloon Coach on YouTube. And I'll have the link to her notes.
So what we do, I use the Premium Comwin Precision Air. This is the V5. I think there's a V6 now. I love this machine. So it exactly sizes your balloon. So there's no real, well, there is a lot of thought, but there's not as much thought when it comes to making your display. So literally, I know that the first level that we're going to do, the bottom level, is 7 inches. For me, that's 0.6 on my PA. And you're just literally, for some people that are new, that you're literally just going to make 2 duplets into a quad. So most important thing for me is I round everything I do. So I round against my sides, and you're just going to tie it in a knot. And then you're just going to make it into a quad. So that's your first level. So the first level is 7 inches. The second is going to be 6 inches, which for me on my PA is 0.4. The exact same process. You're just tying 2 duplets together. And then making it into a quad. And we'll do the next level, which is the last one, and it's on with 5-inch balloon. So with the PA, it's really great. I don't know if you can see it, but it comes with like the smaller portions like really attached to it. So you can't lose them unless you break them, but generally you can't lose them. And we're going to put those on. We're going to make these into 4-inch balloons with the 5-inch. And that's 0.4 on my PA as well. We'll round those. I don't know. I just like how it looks rounded. You don't have to, but it's what I like. All right. So I'll move this over. So now you're just going to make your 3 pieces into, so because you don't have a weight, you could do this with a weight if you decided to do it standalone, but we're doing it to be attached to the box. So you could use either a balloon weight, a water weight, anything that would hold. It's such a small character that you could do anything that was small. And what I do is I stack them and I take one nozzle and I wrap it around and I tie a knot. You can do it with 260s too, but I don't know. I find this works. And then the same thing for your tiny one. And that's your stack. Super easy. So that's her. It's a her. That's her body. So what I want to show you, which I think is really cool, is the we're going to show you how to make the feet and the arms. Kristen, do you want to grab me the 160s?
Yes.
So, which I forgot to grab. So put that down because we'll get back to that. So these cute little, I'm going to reuse the head as well. You don't have to blow it up. The cute little feet that are on this are made with 5-inch balloons with a 160 inside of it. It's distorted, but it's like easier distorted in my opinion. Any 160 will do. So, thanks, bud. Kristen's here from Brockville. She goes to Summit as well. She's helping me with a job today, which is super exciting for me. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 160 and fold it in half. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling?
No, you're doing good.
Sometimes I feel like I'm yelling at people. Anyways, and you're just going to put it inside this balloon. Okay. So you can see that the bottom is sticking out on both sides. This is my Legenda. It's amazing. It's like this little tiny on-the-go machine that's battery operated. It's amazing as well. You're going to take the 5-inch balloon. I think if I move a bit closer, you're going to put a little bit of air in the 5-inch. And then you're going to take the nozzle of your 160. So you can see that the 160 has blown up inside. You're going to tie the 160. I'm no twister, but I can do like minor stuff like this. You let all the air out of the 5-inch balloon. So now you have it, and then you're just going to form it into a heart with your thumb. And that's it. That's a foot. It's super cute, super easy.
Cute.
So I'll make one more just so you can see it one more time, because I know that like when I watched the video, there's a few people that do it. I was like, what? And then you tie the knot on the 5-inch just so that like extra helpful. So that's 1 foot. So one more time just to see it. The 160 folded in half. Your 5-inch balloon slid on top, so like double stuffing, but with a 160. You're going to put air into the 5-inch. Kind of hold it tight, and then you're going to take your 160 nozzle, put it on. You're going to blow it up. So now it's blown up inside the white balloon. You tie your 160 together. So I use these a lot for Valentine's Day. I use these on my like displays because I thought they were really cute, and because I believe Politics is discontinuing the heart balloon. This is just another option. You get all the air out, so then it just looks like, I don't know, like an oval, and you literally just use your fingers and smush it into a heart shape, and that's it. And you cut off the end. Tie it up. And that's your foot. So super cute. And then what I did is I drew like little hearts with like a Sharpie on them. So I'll do that. I don't know. To me, like it's all the extra little details. Like it takes no time. Okay, so the feet are done. So next is the arms.
Can you show us the feet, how you did the how you did the heart?
Yes.
All right, it's just the little extra detail of a heart.
Yeah, because like when you see the feet, they just look so cute. I don't know. It makes it more fun. So for the arms, they're just white. So I like to do them in 2 separate pieces. Some people you could do it in 1 piece, I guess, but I don't know. This is what I like. So you're just going to add some air to your 260 and leave just like a bit of a tail. So we're just going to fold it over into like a, I don't think this is a, maybe it is a twist, but I don't know any of the names because I'm not a twister. I just watch videos.
It's a loop twist.
It's a loop twist. We make it 2 loop twists. Oh, that's so fun. Now I know a name for it. So that's your arm, 1 arm. We'll do that one more time, obviously, because everybody has 2 arms. For this one, same thing. Oh, I'm so glad I know the name of it now. Loop twist. See? That's the great thing about being in these things. You learn something every day. Same process. You're just making sure you're tying it. I put the knot through the first one, so it's held together. And 1 more loop twist. And now we have 2 arms. Okay, so we're getting closer. So 2 arms, 2 feet, a body. But we're gonna make a carrot really quickly too, because it just makes sense that the Easter Bunny has a carrot. So we're going to use an orange 260 and we'll use winter green, even though it's discontinued, but I really do love this color. I'm going to miss winter green, that's for sure. So with your orange 260, you're going to make your carrot as long as you want it. So that's probably pretty good. Tie your knot there and then tie a knot at the bottom. And if you're like Carolyn Heyman told me that I should save all my scraps for sprinkles. So that's what I do. She says you never know when you need a scrap, which is so true. So that's our carrot. And I find if you like squeeze the bottom, you can just like make it more like carroty shaped.
Distort it to be the carrot.
Yeah, to make it a bit more exciting. And then we're just going to make the leaves really quickly, which is the exact same process as the arms. So you're just going to make 2 loops. So there's your end of it. We'll just cut that. Oh, I lost one. No. I always say like things happen, so we'll just start again.
And then while she's twisting that, just one note is that with Qualitex, they're just continuing most of the colors of our heart, but they had promoted that they will be keeping like white and red. So
right,
that is another option if you don't want to do the distortion. I'm a non-distortion,
of course.
so you might use the regular hearts.
Yeah, that's fair. I just think they're so cute and it's kind of just different. Okay, so then you have your leaves and your carrot, and you're literally just going to tie your nozzle around your leaves. So now we have a really cute carrot, but it's not super cute until you add your little like Sharpie marks to give it that like carrot appeal, like it just came right out of the garden. So super easy, super like cute. So that's all of our pieces. Okay, so now we're gonna put it all together. Let me just move a few things. The head is, I didn't realize how big the head was. It's super big, which is great because it gives a lot of like excitement when people see it, but you don't realize when you have like a short ceiling how big it actually is. Okay. So I use the balloon dashes. So I find these the easiest. Sometimes I use Balloon Bond as well. You can get this at almost every distributor.
And the distributors that are sponsors for Balloon Boss Summit are
Yes.
Brody's in the Illinois, Having a Party in New York, and Toy World in Miami, Florida. So those three are the top ones I give shout outs to for supporting Summit.
Yes. I should always remember because they're so important. They do so much for us. Okay. So we're going to attach our legs first. So let me just tip this down just a smidge. Let me go down. There we go. Okay. So with our glue dots, you're just going to on the outside. You're just attaching it to the side. So far, incredibly adorable. And then we will put our head on. Kristen made this beautiful like little flower for her hair. I'm not very good at flowers. So lucky to have friends. And literally because you can either do, you could tie it with a 260. I'm just gonna glue dot it because I'm reusing it, but you could use a 260 at the bottom and like really wrap it in if you're worried. I a lot of the times use glue dots though. It's pretty cold here, so the glue dots are a little bit difficult, which if you live in a cold temperature, you know that if the glue dots get cold, it's super hard for things to stick. So that's why like come like November, I don't generally do outdoor installs anymore. Because it's too difficult and it's frustrating. All right. There we go. So I kind of just smush it on there. It should be good. So there's two ways you can do the arms. You could tie these two together and wrap it, or for today, I'm gonna glue dot them on to the back. I'll kind of just stick it into the like side of the back and put a glue dot. It's total preference of how it's going to a child, so like make it pretty. And then I'm just gonna bring it around and glue dot it to the front. So it looks like her hands are kind of like being held. Same thing on the other side. Her head's so big, like look, you can't even see me. Okay. Sometimes you'll find when you underinflate balloons, it's harder to get the things to stick. So then I'll stick it on the one I know will stick. And then, oh, thanks, Kristen. We'll add our carrot. So take one more. Okay, so there she is in all her glory. So I'm going to move this back so you can, let's get this. Whoop. And I'll put it up. Okay, so then I'm not sure about you guys, but you probably have all these little squares all over your floor. I do. Kristen vacuumed this morning for me. Good friend. So then you're just going to add glue dots to the top of the box. Super easy. To me, like, that's the best way to do it. But you could add ribbon to the top of the box. You could add anything you want, like, to make it more exciting and fancy. You could add twisted ones at the side, anything to make it like big, vibrant, extra perceived value means more money. So that's the key, is we want you to make lots of money by doing something beautiful and cute, but also something like that doesn't take a lot of time. This didn't take a lot of time. I think we're at like 25 minutes maybe. And that's because I had to talk about it. If I was just doing it, like, it would take like 10, 15 minutes. And the reason I do her, oh my gosh, this way is that so that the front of it can sit and get stuck. So you would just reinforce all the sides, and you would be a better person and tape this up here.
Hey, Jenny, real quick.
Yeah.
Another tip is if you go ahead and H tape a 260 or ribbon to the top of the lid, and then you can tie it in, because I know a lot of people who are dealing with temperature changes, like going from a heat to a
that's a great idea.
Cold to heat, then you don't have to worry about it coming off.
Exactly. And then like you could add like a really cute decal on the front, like if you wanted more, and put like Happy Easter Claire and make it personalized. That'll add more money. It's everything you can do to add on those little things and make those extras. But the great thing about this design is you could make a cow. You could make the new bear shape for new baby. Winter, you could do elf on a shelf with the elf head. Santa Claus. There's just so many options that you can do with this design, because you're making a body, some hands, some feet to match, and adding a head. It's super easy. And then the person can either bring you the stuff they want for it, or you can provide it empty and they'll open it, fill it, and close it. Which I think is another great option. Then you don't have to hold on to people's stuff. Which I find with stuffed balloons, sometimes you don't want to go out and incur like all these extra money, and you don't know if you're going to sell it. So I know lots of people own like thousands of bears. Like I don't have the room for it. But lots of people do. But this is a great way that they could bring it, like bring their elf, and you could hook it onto it, things like that. Really super easy, super quick. And I saw someone said those boxes are like $10 American. So you're getting 4 boxes per, so $2.50 for a box. Balloons, maybe, let's say maybe $10 at most, if you're counting them as like bags, I guess. So a $12.50 investment, and I would charge far more than $12.50. So there's a really great room for like investment there. So that's literally it. What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to take a really great picture of it, and I'll give you that on the Balloon Community, as well as the recipe with the measurements that I used and what products I used. And it's super easy, super quick, and hopefully that helps you guys if you don't have a balloon stuffer.
Awesome. Way to go. Yoo-hoo! All right, guys. So this is the time to ask questions to Jenny. And are you needing to like get out the door in the next 5 minutes to go do your setup?
No.
Or you got some time?
No, yeah. We know we got to be there around 1:30, so we're all good.
All right. So
I built it with Jenny, and it was literally I was running to get the balloons all at the same time. So, and I kept up. I have another foot, but it was very
super cute. You could make it on its own, like make it into a column. Like it would be super cute add on to like a Easter scene.
Yeah, definitely gonna pitch this with my big mall setup. Yeah, she's so cute.
Yes.
Yay. So guys, one of the things people always ask about pricing, and I am totally open to people saying, hey, in my market, this is probably what I would sell this for. The thing is with that is just always make sure you check at your costs, because in the world today where sometimes it's hard to get certain items in, or maybe you like order the boxes and they're not available and you have to go some other place. Think about all that time that it takes to get the product in. And then especially if you're taking those next steps of customization, like the cardboard in the back, that's a special color and you had to buy that somewhere special. If you're having to add in things in for the person, make sure that you're getting the money you need for that. So for those of you who are on live right now, if you want to type in the chat what you think you would sell it for, I'll be glad to give those shout out numbers so that we can share that with each other, because that does help. Any other questions for Jenny about making the bunny? And I love the idea of using this for other holidays, like making it into Santa or Elf on the Shelf, or
Yes.
There's so many animal heads now. And guys, in the chat, I did go ahead and give you guys a link for our top 3 distributors who are sponsoring Summit. Hey, Kristen. So, Kristen, say hello again so I'm not talking, just say hello.
Hey, everyone.
All right.
Kristen's been on my time. Like, I do everything like, I'm like, oh yeah, we got time. She's like, oh, when do you think we need to do this? But I'm like, oh yeah, we got time. Like, it'll be fine. Like, I'm so laid back in my world that, like, in my head, it all works out. But Kristen is more precise than I am. So she needs to know, like, timing. So she's learning how to be laid back today. So it's,
I am.
it's going to be great. She's going to come with me to my job and we're going to put up a wall and some columns and some centerpieces, and it's going to be great.
Cool. Well, while people are thinking if they have a question, because I know sometimes people are a little bit hesitant to ask a question, is feel free to go ahead and open up your mic with a question for Jenny or type it in and I will be your voice. But I'm going to share the screen real quick and say thank you very much to everybody who is on live today. Are you guys seeing my screen real quick to see BalloonCoach.com?
Yes.
All right. So I just want to make sure you guys know Jenny had invited you guys to come to Summit to hang out with us in November. There are, I think, 41 seats left of the 100. We have 30 instructors. Jenny is just one of that team of 30. And to find out more about it, you go to BalloonCoach.com, you click on Join Us at Summit, and then you will see the full list of the 30 instructors, the 16 people who are sponsoring the event. Get to know about it, and you can go ahead and buy your ticket today. So I just want to let you guys know, if you're wanting more information about Summit to be able to hang out, have hands-on learning, and take time away from working in your business to work on it, you can check that all out at BalloonCoach.com. And then the other thing just to let you guys know about is if you're just needing ongoing support, you can join us in our Balloon Boss Mastermind program. So lots of great information here at BalloonCoach.com. And when you're on the actual website, you can also find out about the mastermind program, our blog, and more. Plus up here on the top, when you're on your computer, it takes you right over to the YouTube channel, which is where you'll find the replay of this also, in addition to being in my Facebook groups. So I wanted to make sure those of you who are on live that came on a little bit late will know where to find those replays and in Facebook and Balloon Coach community. So Jenny, thank you so much for your time today. I think that Robert had a question. Do you want to go first, Robert?
Yes, and I think somebody else asked it as well. So when you make this design and say there was like chocolates or, other than decor in the box,
Yep.
How easy is it for them to open up the box without ruining the bunny design on top? And is it easy to do that, or would they just be better off cutting the top of the box off?
The great thing about the top of the box is that it's like it's just like a fold-in box. So when they flip it open, like I don't know if you can see me, but they're just flipping it open.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like it's as long as you
I just want to make sure, because I know we work with balloons every day, but I know people that are just terrified to even touch a dang balloon. So if they got it for a gift, I just want to, maybe a little note card on there. It's okay. Don't worry too much.
Yeah, I think that it would be super easy for, as long as you've tacked it down well enough, that it would be really easy to open. And then you could always tell your client, like, oh, if you want to keep this for later, like, and reuse it, you can cut the top of the box off. And then it could be something that goes on a table, because really the bottom of the box it's still really nice. So they could really literally cut it off and use it as a table piece. The box is not super, super sturdy. You're right. but it does the trick for what it needs to be done. And then what I would say is that you cut the top off if someone wanted to use it like later in the like Easter process, once they're done with taking the stuff out.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime.
I had a quick question. If you have
Sure.
enough time, can you show us how you do the little peeps in the box?
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll post the link to the video I watched. How about that?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, super. They're
I
super
have a
easy.
question also. The boxes that you purchase from Bargain Balloons, are
Yep.
those the one that says baby and you can put the
Yes.
stickers on if you want or you don't have to?
Absolutely. That's exactly what they are. They come with the actual letters and you can use them if you want, or you don't use them at all.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Katie's got her box out. You want to show that real quick and just say something, Katie, so people can see it just by itself too, that it's the same?
This is the one from Bargain Balloons. I have no idea how to do the bottom. I was trying to keep up with Jenny. Hers was already done. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, you put those flaps in first, bud. The bottom flaps.
So you put the
Yeah.
curvy part in first?
Yeah, you put the little piece, the flaps in first to give it some sturdiness on the bottom. Yep, exactly. Yep, and then put that one, and then that little centerpiece like folds into it. You got
There you
it.
go.
I would tape it. 100%.
Yeah.
You should tape it.
This would be like, if I balloons would probably fall out of this. It's definitely
Yes.
tape that.
Exactly.
Very simple though, and these are the bargain because I try everything until this one could occur.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yay. All right, guys. Are there any other questions that you all have for Jenny before she heads out today to work on her jobs? And like I said, after we're done with this portion, I will open it up for live Q&A.
I had a question. What are the boxes called on Bargain Balloons? I looked at baby boxes and all that, and I still
You
don't
know
get
what?
them up.
I'll link it when I post tonight. I'm
Okay.
not entirely sure.
And
but
the
I'll
bunny. Okay, and the bunny head was by who?
It's Qualitex.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So
You absolutely can use the photo I share with you as a selling point. Yeah.
And Jenny's going to post that up in Balloon Coach community on Facebook.
Yep.
And then also I will put it all into our Balloon Boss Mastermind program, into our training area, and it'll also go up onto the Balloon Coach YouTube.
Awesome.
And yes, Amazon does also carry those boxes. They're often the baby boxes where they put BABY, but you just don't have to put the BABY on it.
You got it.
I love it. And so Jenny, tell me one of the number one things you like about Balloon Boss Summit and why you continue to come back 2 years as an attendee and then come back every year as a part of our team.
It's an investment in yourself and in your business. Even as an instructor, I find that I get more out of this conference than other kind of events because it's for your business. I'm going there not only to be an instructor and teach you about photos and things like that, but I'm going there to learn from the other people that are there that are just a wealth of knowledge. And because it's such a small group of people, you have the opportunity to actually sit down and talk to people about their business, get those little golden nuggets and take those home with you. I can't tell you the amount of times I've picked up something that I thought to myself, like, why have I not been doing this since the beginning? That changed my whole mindset. And it's just so nice that you have the opportunity, whether it be at lunch or during the sessions, to actually talk to the instructors. You become friends with these people, and then you're going every year because you want to see your friends too. And it's just, when you have people with similar mindset in your circle, you will excel more than someone who is just talking to someone that doesn't know anything about balloon. What do they say? The top 5 people in your circle will help you exceed in life. I definitely believe in that. And I believe that there's opportunity to learn from people. Look at Kristen. I would have never met Kristen without Summit. And now she has the opportunity to be here. Like she keeps thanking me for being able to be here, which I find very humbling. But at the end of the day, she's helping me. So it's a friendship that's forged, whether you're living close or far. But I know people all over like America. And every year I just get so excited to see my friends. And we all like chat together, and if you have a question, you go through it all. And like, oh, Jerry Lynn is also someone that I've met because of being in the same country, and we chat too. It's a community, and you don't get that in every type of business. I've never been anywhere that's been like a conference that you're so happy. It brings joy, it brings life to your life. And like I've said it numerous times this year that balloons have brought purpose to my life and have made me just a more well-rounded and better person. And every year there's opportunities to go to these types of events. I highly suggest Summit because you'll learn from the best. And you also get to learn all the tidbits from every single balloon company, whether it be Jamar, Qualitex, Metalitex, Tuftex. You're getting to see and touch all of these balloons. There's no other opportunity like that. So I highly suggest it, and I'd love to see you there.
Cool. Thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate that. The thing that I love is seeing that I remember Jenny coming to Orlando 5 years ago. And the number one thing that she did is she jumped in and helped out Cody Williams. He was one of our instructors who was doing a ton of organics and some really beautiful detail work. And she was like the last delegate up every night when the delegates had all gone to bed. Most of our staff were in bed and Cody was still working, preparing for class. She was there. And I think that's the number one thing about going to any hands-on training you can get to is that extra time that you spend helping people prep. When you get hands-on building the decor that we'll have for opening night, which this year we're having an opening night dinner on Sunday night that is a garden theme. That's going to be great for Mother's Day and spring events and baby showers and all that stuff. And then our dinner on Wednesday night is going to be under the sea this year. So that's going to be super fun. And again, you get to get your hands on it. Absolutely. And you get to hang out with people during the day and talk to them and pick their brains. So
I think too, Joy, that when I went there 5 years ago, I went by myself. And, you know, I get it. It's nerve-wracking to travel alone and go somewhere where you don't know anybody. But I can't even say enough about how welcoming everyone was, and it's open arms. And I think through the 5 years, you've added different features to ensure that new people feel welcome. There's people there to greet you and kind of pull you through the process. And it's just an unreal experience. And I can't say enough, and I know Kristen feels the same way. We chat about it often. So if you're feeling like alone and things like that, like the great thing is you can reach out. Like anybody who's on this call or sees it later, that like now I feel like we know each other. Like message me on Facebook. I'll happily answer questions about certain things. That's the great thing about this process is you learn, you talk to people, and then when you need help, which happens to the best of us. I messaged someone the other day asking for help about something. Then you just message. Like Melissa Fox asked me something the other day. I just message her back and say, hey, like this is how I do it. Like take the tidbits and use them in your own business.
I love it.
It's a sharing type of world. So it's nice.
Cool. So the last little caveat before I stop the recording is I want to let you guys know that for those of you who are saying that you'd like to come to Summit, I've put in the link Balloon Boss Summit. You go to BalloonCoach.com, click Summit to join us. But the other thing I'm going to show you real quick is I know people always love extra tips and tricks. And so coming up this Sunday through next Friday, 6 of the instructors from Balloon Boss Summit are going to be on Having a Party's Teachable Moments on Instagram. So if you currently do not follow Having a Party on Instagram, go ahead and go over there and check that out. And you'll see that I will be there Sunday night. So please come support me at 6 p.m. on Sunday Eastern. Then on Monday will be Polly and Gray of Party Divas being sponsored by Jamar. Party People Events is March 7th with Jonathan Gerber being sponsored by Vitalik/Simpertex. Then Amazing Balloons North Carolina, Tammy and Charlie will be on the 8th, being sponsored by Qualitex. Then Confetti Castle, Tiffany, who's being sponsored by Tuftex, will be on March 9th. And then the wrap up will be Animated Art Balloons, Tabitha Miller being sponsored by Having a Party. And so each one of those nights will be on Instagram Live, giving you some tips and hints to help you with your business. And it'll be really awesome. So you can come hang out with us then. And then again, if you want to just have online training right now at your fingertips and support every single week, go to BalloonCoach.com and click on Mastermind. Hang out with us for 1 month. to give you a pep up and keep you going in the right direction. And if it's not the right fit for you, no harm, no foul. It's a monthly subscription. You don't have to stick around, but I do have people who've been with me for 8 years now, which is pretty amazing. So I just wanted to invite you to those other trainings that are coming up in the future. Jenny, Kristen, thank you guys for your time today. I greatly appreciate it. And just one last thing, does anybody have any other questions from Jenny before I let her go about her way and then open it up for live Q&A? Ask me anything.
I want to say something real quick. This is Jenny. I met you at Summit this time. You are amazing. You taught me a couple little tricks, and Kristen, you too. I had such a great time. I did virtual the year before last and was at Summit this year. And I'm telling you, if you have not had a chance to go, it's amazing. It really is. And you meet cool people, and she's real. I mean, she's just warm and inviting. And we jumped in and helped each other. I'm telling you, she's the coolest. She was honestly one of my favorites. So
You're the best.
If you get a chance to go, absolutely will.
We love you.
We love you.
I love you guys too. You guys are also amazing. Both of you. Awesome.
We got a question in the chat which asked me if you have to be a mastermind member to come to Balloon Boss Summit. The answer is no, you do not. But if you are a Balloon Boss Mastermind member, you save $300. So let's think about that for a second. Go right now to BalloonCoach.com, jump into Mastermind for $97. I will then give you a coupon for $300 off of Summit. So if you're planning to come to Summit, you might as well join Mastermind first. Let me give you $300 off. And then even if you only stick around 1 month in Mastermind, you save $200. So, and for other, it's that you then get 3 months of Mastermind for free if you decide that you're just going to stick around all the time. So the answer is no, you do not have to be a Mastermind member to come to Summit. But if you want to save $300, join Mastermind first. Then send me a message saying, Joette, what's that discount code? I'll give you the $300 off and then you can come. All right. Hey, we got people already buying their boxes. We have people looking for their bunny heads. Jenny, you've inspired a bunch of people. So
I'm so happy.
Go to Balloon Coach Community as you guys make your bunnies from this event to give Jenny a shout out and thank her. Share it in Balloon Coach Community on Facebook that, hey, Jenny, thanks for your lunch and learn. Here's what I did. Here's how many of these I sold this year, or here's a way that I've changed it up for other events. We want to hear back from you because that helps her know that you liked what she did and appreciate her time today.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I've not seen any other questions about the bunnies. So guys, what I'm going to do for those of you who are watching this as a replay, I'm letting you know I'm turning off the recording now to open it up for everybody. If you have questions and you need anything, you can always email me, joette@ballooncoach.com. Did you have something else for me, Jenny?
No, I'm just laughing. I'm laughing at Kristen.
All right. I'm going to pause the recording now. Thanks, Jenny.
All right. I'm going to run, but thank you again.